Kendo Podcast episode 130. In this episode, I want to talk about preparing for grading. Kendo Podcast by Hiro Mafuji from kendoguide.com. Thank you for listening. This podcast is about Japanese martial arts Kendo for Kendo lovers and supported by Kendo enthusiasts through patreon.com. Thank you for your support, guys. Please visit kendoguide.com for more Kendo information and how to support kendoguide.com. Welcome to Kendo Podcast episode 130. Excuse me. Okay, now I want to talk about preparing for grading. Since I started this series, what is it called? Fast Track to Downgrade for adults at patreon.com. That's for members. Everyone likes it. So I want to just add some more because I'm sure a lot of people prepare for downgrading as well, like Shodan Nida. So I think it's a great opportunity. I disagree. Personally, I disagree to do Kendo, not to do Kendo, just practice just for grading or practice for, what do you call it? Shiai. I want to practice Kendo no matter what. So that's my perspective. But of course, if you want to have this goal, you have to achieve goal, you have to have plans. You have to have those what you have goal, big goal, and you have a plan. And to achieve big goals, you have to achieve small goals. So so to prepare for your next downgrade, right, or whatever the Q, maybe Q2. This is probably I won't make this podcast to help you to prepare for next grading. Now, recently, the grading for our federation is coming up in about 2 weeks, maybe. And my students got together last Sunday, and they did some training. I wasn't there, so I don't know what they did. But I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to get together and then talk about what they want to achieve. In normal training session, everyone has different goals. And then, unfortunately, I think I have to talk about this as well, but unfortunately, in normal training, we all have same drill. For example, kirikaeshi hajime bon. We do number of sets of kirikaeshi. Main strike maybe, or go through all the basics. Depends on how long your training is. You maybe move on to other stuff and then finish with jigeko and kirikaeshi. That's that type of training session is quite normal, right? And it depends on what you're working for. Maybe before Shiai, like national championship or regional federational championship, maybe you do some Shiai practice or more Shiai practice and take a waza practice as well. Now, so depends on your goal. What you do should be different, right? So for grading, you have to prepare what you're aiming at. For example, for Shodan, you should, my personal view, okay, because you have EQ, that means for EQ, I pretty much expect my students to do nice and big strikes, basics. And of course, not completely correct kihon. All right, everyone has a problem. Like even me, even Eitan Sensei says, we have to work on the basics. That means they still practice the basics. So at each level, different level, they work on different type of or different level of basics. So I cannot say exactly this. We always practice exactly the same basics, but different level, right? So we always have to do the basics, but everyone has different problem. Maybe one has, maybe fumikomi problem, or a footwork problem, or this swinging problem. So everyone has different issue. So for EQ, you have to do, theory. You understand what Kendo Basics says, and then you can perform it. That's EQ. Now, Shodan is, down level is a bit different. You're starting you're getting more advanced, so you are required to show judging panels what you can do, what you're capable of. So small strikes, I prefer to see small strikes in Shodan grading. Okay, and not small strikes in Jigeko. I don't know what you do in your countries or in your federation for Shodan exam. Okay, so maybe it's different. So I cannot say for all the federations in the world. In our federation, okay, in the regional federation, we require Shodan applicants to kirikaishi and then to Jigeko. Okay, and of course, if they pass, they perform kata as well. So kirikaishi and Jigeko, I think. So, you watch kirikaishi, okay, the basics is okay. What about Jigeko? And then Jigeko, I want to see small strikes. I don't want you to block all the time, right? So you need to know what you're supposed to do in order for you to pass whatever you want to pass. Shodan, Nidan, Sana, right? So you should know what you're required to show in exam. So for me, if you're going for Shodan, you need to show small strikes and then Kiken Taichi, of course, and then Zanshin. So you have to, I want to show total package of the Kendo basics in smaller strikes. If I see that, I will pass. If I don't see that, probably I won't. Maybe if I see potential, I will pass them. If I don't, he needs to work more on small strikes and Kiken Taichi, and then I probably won't pass these people. But I will tell them, if they come and ask me, I will tell them I'll do this, do that. So, giving them feedback so they know what to work on. Now, if you have your own teacher, just go and ask your teacher. Okay, if you want to ask other advice, that's fine. But if you get advice from a lot of different people, they say probably different things. Okay, you cannot work on every single stuff. All right, so maybe you can work on something. Everyone says, "Oh, your footwork was bad." Oh, this sensei says that. This sensei says that. That sensei says that. So that must be very important. That must be the worst, my weakness. So I have to work on that. So you really have to figure out what you should be working on for your, grading exam. So that's what you have to do. And then in normal Keiko, you probably don't have time to work on single stuff, right? Every single stuff. So pick one and then try to work on it. And then I told you about my students getting together to work out. I don't know what they did even. I didn't even know what they did, and I didn't even ask. The reason is, I'm their teacher, and sometimes it's better off without a teacher, right? And without me telling them what to do, they are trying to do something by themselves, so that's a plus. They're trying to work things out to achieve. So they start thinking, oh, what we should be doing. So that's a really great step towards different level. So, it's easy for a teacher to say, this is wrong. But thing is, it's up to you, or it's your job to fix it. And you have to come up with how to fix it. I always tell you can do this, you can do that, you can do this, but it's them doing that. So if they don't do it right, as I said, maybe they think, oh, that's not how it works. I don't think I can do that. If they have rejection, they don't say that, right? They don't say that to me, but if they have gone, what really? Is that what I'm working, what I should be working on? They won't do it. All right. So that's how human brain works. If they say, okay, I don't think that's the point. That's the thing I should be working on. But since it says that, so I'll do it and keep doing. And then probably they'll find out, oh, okay, that's what. But if that might be one case. The other case is probably they don't do it. So, you proactively initiate your study, Kendo study attitude. That is most important thing. So you will come up with something for yourself to improve. That is a plus. So if you have time to get together with a Kendo mates, with a teacher, that's great, because teacher knows what you should be doing. And probably they already told you what you should be doing. And it's up to you how to figure out how to do it. And then probably your Kendo mates have gone through the same thing, right? And then they can give you advice. So it's more, they're close to you, and, they're not like sensei. So probably you guys exchange your experience. So you and your training mates, your Kendo mates, can improve together. Okay, so it's very important. So I encourage you to, when you have time, you just go to YMCA or somewhere you can get a place cheap or for free or whatever. Once a week or once a month, get together, okay, with a teacher. Okay, and then you probably will find something new. Aha moment. This is aha moment has to be, you have to get it. Sometimes people hear it and they go, that's what it is. But it's really different if you realize by yourself. If you find out, even though it's the same thing you're told by your teacher over and over, but you're just getting, this idea from outside that in your head, but you didn't really know what it meant. And you go, oh, that's how I do it. That's what he meant. Okay, then you can really progress. So that's very important. And then in a normal training session, like I said, everyone is there, different age groups and all. Most of the time we have different age groups. If you have a lot of members, like kids like elementary school, junior high, high school, adults, we can separate them. But usually that's not the case. So we have different levels. So you cannot work on yourself all the time. You have your responsibility as maybe a senpai. You have to teach others. So you probably cannot work on a lot of things, but work on one thing. You decide something and you just work on it. Okay? Secretly, you don't have to tell people. And then you can ask your Kendo mates, can you check me this? All right. I'm trying to correct this. So can you tell me if I'm doing it or not? So you can do that. If you know what I mean, I'm going to say. So it is very important to work together. Okay. And then, like once you figure out, requirements, what you should be doing in certain exam, you analyze. You have a goal, and for example, this is how you strike men, and you follow through, and this is how you take exhaustion. Now you have to practice that, the same movement over and over. Up here, but it is your body doing it. So you have to automate that, right? Until you do it without thinking, you can't do it. Okay, so that is the difficult part of Kendo, especially for adults. You have to do it over and over and over. That's why you need to have some time. Like not drill in a normal training session, like once a month, get together with mates. Oh, can I practice this over and over? You receive your Kendo mates, whatever they want to do, right? So and you get to know what they want to do. So it will help you and your Kendo mate in daily practice as well. You know what they want to work on. So, okay, you're doing it really, really good, man. Keep it up. But important thing is, if they are not doing it right, don't say you're doing it right. Don't say good job. Okay, they think they are doing it right, so they'll repeat that. Okay, sometimes is it positive people? They always try to put positive spin all the time. But if you tell people that's good when they're not doing it right, they will think you're reinforcing their bad habits. So you don't want to say that. Good job, good job. If you say good job, you have to say, oh, your kiai was good. You have to be specific. So they don't think, oh, my strike was good. Or, oh, that's how my footwork was good. If their footwork was good, you have to tell them, oh, your footwork was good. You can't say you're doing good job. All right, you are reinforcing whatever they're doing. They might be doing wrong, so you don't want to do. You don't want to reinforce bad habits, because they will repeat that, and then you are not helping them. You are making them worse. So I want you to make sure that when you want to give them praise, be more specific. So so about grading, I don't know about your federation or your club. In that federation, I think instructor has to sign it, permission. Okay, I think it's a good system. And in old days, my sensei, my sensei told me that in the old days, they needed permission from their teacher if they could go for grading or not. And then I thought that was a good system, because you don't have to waste your time and money. But if you don't have the ability to pass, why would you go for it? A lot of people have this. Oh, I have my time. You have like after 6th Dan exam, you have to have 6 years to wait until the 7th Dan exam. We have those time frame. So as soon as 6 years is over, I can go. I am qualified. I am eligible for 7th Dan after 6 years is done, right? But I don't think I feel right about that. If I'm ready, and if I think I can pass, or if I think I am that level, probably I'll go. But I want to ask my sensei, can I go? Not can I go? Do I have the 7th Dan ability? Probably that's the correct question to ask. Am I okay? If someone come and ask me, if my student come and ask me, can I sit exam? Can I go for EQ, for example? I would say you can, But the question I'm waiting for is, do I have ability to go for EQ or pass EQ? So it's a different story, isn't it? One is like, can I go? You can. It doesn't mean you'll pass. So I think in the good old days, I think that was a great, system. It wasn't a system. Was it a system? I don't know, but usually in Japan, my senpai still say, my sensei hasn't told me to go and sit the exam. So I'm waiting for him to tell me to go. Good or bad? I mean, I'm sure he can go and ask him. Can I? Do you think I can? I have ability to pass seventh dan. Can I go? Or maybe he can ask him that. Probably no problems. But I wanted to tell you there are people like that still waiting for this teacher to tell them to go. So if you're planning to go for exam, you can ask your teacher, not permission, like can I go and sit exam, but ask this question: do you think I have the ability to pass such and such, or am I at that level? So do you think I should go or not? So that is I think that's a very, very question you should ask if you want to ask something from your teacher. No, not ask something about grading. It's not, can I go? You should be asking, do you think I have the ability to pass? So I think that is probably, if you ask your teacher that question, probably your teacher goes, oh, probably he's kind of understanding something, maybe. I don't know. Maybe they go, oh, sure, why not go? But I don't know. But I think that is a great question. I want my students to ask. If I will be honest, if they ask, do you think I can pass? And I'll probably say, yes or no, right? That's a yes or no question. So I should be honest with them. If they ask me, can I go? I'll say, yeah, I can go. But it doesn't mean they want to pass. I don't want to say that you are not going to pass. So you probably should ask, do you think I can pass? So yeah, I hope this podcast is helpful for your next Kendo training and preparation for your grading. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next podcast. I would like to send special thanks to Patrons for their constant support through patreons.com/Kendo For Life.